Distancing, traditional Easter services looked a lot different this year. KPIX 5's Jackie Ward shows us how one church in San Jose took it to the big screen.
With the service up on the big screen, members of the Southridge Church stayed in their cars and listened to the radio. It actually was some sort of escape to bring them some comfort during this abnormal time.
This Easter, even though it's now 5 weeks of being sheltered in place, I believe that this Easter service is pivotal.
With a line of cars circling around and the Word of God broadcasting over the airwaves, Easter Sunday looked and sounded a little different for Southridge Church this year. Instead of filing into rows, the congregation stayed in their cars as they listened to a 15-minute ceremony. For Deidre Amick, it was bittersweet.
I feel like we all miss each other a lot, and it was pretty emotional because we can't see each other anymore. And so it was nice to see everybody, but also it just brought up a lot of feelings of that we're not able to see each other because of the pandemic.
This was how her kids saw their grandparents on this holiday. And despite the lack of hugging, Grandpa Skip says it was still special to see their faces in person.
Bye, guys.
See you guys later. I am a big believer in your glass can be half full or half empty, your choice. And there's been a lot of good things, different communications that your busy life doesn't allow.
I'm telling people, practice social distancing, but not spiritual distancing.
Pastor Micaiah Ermer founded this startup church 6 years ago and says pastors and spiritual leaders have had to get creative to continue to care for those in their congregations lately.
Our feelings follow our focus. Right now we're watching the death counter, and it's real and it's serious out there. But then when you come to an event like this, you can kind of lift up out of the depressing news.
Thinking outside the box is nothing new for him. Just last year, Southridge organized an epic Easter egg drop in which 50,000 eggs were dropped from a hot air balloon over San Jose Giants Stadium.
We're so glad that you're here on this special Easter morning.
This year, while the energy is certainly a bit different, Pastor Ermler says brighter days are ahead. And that's the message of hope he's trying to get out there.
And you could see that, you know what, we're going to get through this. We're Bay Area strong. We're going to make it through.
The church also handed out free masks, toiletries, food, and Easter eggs to members of their community. In San Jose, Jackie Ward, KPIX 5.